Yo, what is up, bros? We got our first mention of the next World Conqueror 4 update. This has actually been out a few days. I hadn't even noticed it till somebody in the comments mentioned it, so here we are. Dear World Conqueror 4 players, the next update of World Conqueror 4 is expected to be launched in mid-November. This update will bring new content as follows. New Army Group Map, the final countdown Army Group Map will be added. We got a new defensive event added, the defensive event Normandy Landing. Nice. New legend, the legendary unit Desert Rat will be added. New events, launch 2 nightmare difficulty military operations. And then we got historical retrospection adjustment. Some historical retrospection levels have been added. Well, damn, it'd be nice, and I know they won't do this, but like, put a little symbol by the new ones. That way, after this update, each historical retrospection that comes up, I'm gonna have to look at it and then search my content to see if that's a new one or not. So, yeah, I know they won't, but that would be nice. And 2 historical retrospection levels will appear on the same dates at the same time. That's a good way to earn some tickets. General training. Eisenhower and Zhukov will become trainable, and their skill adjustments are as follows. Alright. Eisenhower. Commander of the Expeditionary Force. When the mobility of the commanded unit is higher than that of the enemy, it will deal some plus X% damage. When commanding the ship units, if there are enemy forces in the surrounding 3 grids, mobility plus 3. I'm expecting, since this is gonna be like his main perk, I'm expecting this percent to be pretty good. Right? If it's shit, then the perk's shit, but I'm expecting this is probably pretty good. So then we got Operation Overlord. When commanding troops to attack, there is an X% probability that an inactive land force in the surrounding 2 grids will participate in the attack together once per turn. When commanding army or naval forces, I know he has a couple stars in infantry, but his perks for his titles for navy, why would you ever have him on infantry? Get that bonus range. Alright, anyways, invalidate some of the enemy's buffs. Sloped armor, oh, that'd be nice. Protection device, provocation in the surrounding 2 grids. I'm trying to think how often there's land units when I'm attacking from sea. Either a city or maybe trying to take out some other unit. I don't think it's that often, although I do use Eisenhower to attack lands because he has that extra range. I don't know. We'll just have to test that to see what it's like. I wonder what other ones it will debuff. Because there's some in there that if it debuffs, hey, that's a little bit better. But like soaked armor's a good one. Provocation. I don't really, that's kind of a pain, but I don't really care about that one. Protection device. Bros, I thought it was, but I had to make for sure. I was second guessing myself. The protection device is what is on the Ops 1. That's a good one to have. Debuffed, obviously, but how often is the Ops 1 going to be in range of Eisenhower? That is the question. So anyways, most likely this is going to be OP. The commander of the Expeditionary Force, Operation Overlord, could be good. Then we got Zhukov, Soviet Deep Battle. When commanding land forces, if an enemy is eliminated within 3 grids around him, your morale will increase and gain the Breakout Cluster status, increasing damage by some X%, stackable up to some other X%, lasts until the end of the turn. I bet this damage output is massive. Especially stacked to the maximum. I mean, it might even cause you to always maybe always have a tank with him, because I imagine this is going to be massive damage. Hold on. I'll have to retest this, right? We just had the artillery tournament. I'll have to retest Zhukov up against De Gaulle. I bet De Gaulle still does more damage. Anyways. Firefighting Captain. When commanding artillery units, mobility +3. After annihilating the enemy, there is some X probability that another attack will be triggered. Oh, maybe not De Gaulle, right? For every 200 HP of the unit, the trigger probability increases by an additional X%. Is he the new De Gaulle? Bro, I don't know. We'll just have to see how it works, but this looks very promising for a possibility for Zhukov to regain the crown. The other optimizations will not be listed in detail here. If you have some more suggestions or feedback, feel free to tell us in the comment section. Thank you for your support. Yeah, how about this? When an enemy is stupid, he doesn't get to use AA ability. How about that? I've been saying that for years. Make it happen. Of course, if you're enjoying this content, you know what to do. Stop, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make it for next load. Peace.